So when we talk about the pragmatic school, um, and already mentioned by André, it is important to realize that this is particularly oriented towards efficiency and also collaboration. So scientists should be able to use other people's advances already and thereby helping in their own advancement. And also by doing that in collaboration. Collaboration between, within disciplines, but also between disciplines, talking about multidisciplinary developments. So being pragmatic means that the process of knowledge creation is going to be created into modules. It is about creating synergy between those modules, but also with the people with whom you are working together. So thereby the whole starts to become more than the sum of the individual parts. Like I said, it is about multi-interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary developments, whereby collaboration within and between disciplines might lead to transferring that into the usage by people around the academic system. So trying to create an optimal use of scientific knowledge created in the publicly funded research. So it is about helping and it is about being helped in this school of thought. So when we talk about open data, code and software, it is always important to keep in mind that here also this 80-20 rule applies. So roughly you can say that 80% of the time is used to create a data set, to curate a data set, and 20% of the time you actually use to analyze the data, to creating results from that set. So if sharing becomes the norm and openness becomes the norm, that means that we can all profit from the 80% we all invest in creating data sets and having limited time. Thereby we could limit perhaps the 80% and extend to 20%, and thereby the time that's used to actually analyze rough and ready to go data sets becomes bigger and bigger. Of course, it is important to keep in mind that we try to rule out the creation of waste, and thereby making maximum use of the time that's available for doing research. Here you see an example of a software tool that was created by the colleagues CWS Neesjan van Eck and Ludo Waldman. This is a tool that is widely used by many people in the field of science studies, but also beyond that, people in science policy positions. So not only academic use, but also extremely important to mention, people outside academia make extensive use of this particular software tool. So André already mentioned preprints. What we have seen happening during the COVID pandemic, green open access has become more and more important. And preprints are important because they are immediately open for all. So it's a faster way to make science and scientific results available to a wider audience than by the old way of publishing in journals. However, there are also some imminent dangers here. And one of those dangers is that by publishing preprints, you rule out the process of peer review, in which quality control of submitted material is being taken care of. And that may create a space for opinions rather than for really grounded science. And that's something we should be extremely careful with. And again, with respect to the perspective of the pragmatic school, we listed a couple of the initiatives already taken by your two agencies, and you will find these also as well on the platform.